Welcome to Life is Feudal, Your Own. We will now be picking up with our From the Beach to the Shack tutorials. In this tutorial, I will show you how to get your primitive weapons all from scratch, how to terraform with basic rules, and how to lay down your first shack so you have a spawning point to return to. In Life is Feudal, each crafting item is dependent upon a previous crafting item, whether it be tools, skills. You must first complete one in order to advance to the next within the skill line tree. You must reach a minimum of 60 to unlock the next tree. Normally the loading doesn't take this long. That's fine, Edison. Or whoever you're talking to, if you're talking to Knox. Just waiting for this to load. Best thing is I get to edit out all of this long, boring stuff. Wow, this is taking a while. Alright, here we are. I have landed. However, I have landed in an area that is not mine. Okay, I've got to traverse over to here a little bit. We're going to set up by the lake, skilling purposes. Really, I made this character so horrible. Speed 77, really? Right now in Life is Feudal, you have your skills. You can raise and lower and lock your skills depending. Currently, I have 78 of 150. Okay, edit. In Life is Feudal, your skills have a certain amount of cap. Currently on our server, we have a skill cap of 150. You can raise and lower and lock your skills to suit your needs for whatever type of build you're playing, whether it be a warrior, a crafter, or a pack mule. Your strength is equivalent on the crafting side, or the basic side. We're going to do non-combat. Strength is equivalent to your naked... Oh, correction. And we're going to get down here first. Then we'll do all our fun stuff. Welcome to Life is Feudal. In Life is Feudal Your Own is a large-scale crafting open sandbox world. You have everything from water to sandy beaches, grassy hillsides, trees, mountains. Everything you need to build in a medieval world. When you first log into the game, you will have your inventory. I've already made a few primitive tools, and I will show you how to get your own. Starting off in the game, you will have your set of clothes and 5 cookies. The food relates to our hunger bar down here. By eating, we have our action bar. Takes a little bit of time, obviously. Everything you do in this game has an action bar. Now, my hunger went up just a little bit. I need a few more, and we'll watch what my hunger raises to. 53. I'm going to go ahead and consume all of my cookies. Now, the cookies directly relates, not just cookies, but your food relates not just your hunger, but your food quality multiplier. Food quality multiplier is the basis off the last 5 meals you've eaten. I started with 5 cookies, I ate 5 cookies. The higher my food quality multiplier, the faster I will be able to gain skill. As you see here, general actions has increased by 3.9 to 33. So it raised from 29 to 33 by 3.9 points. You can see the math there. So your food quality multiplier is directly related to how high this increase is, how much of an increase you get per skill. To start off in the game, you're pretty much thinking, what do I do? Well, your basic buttons that you'll have is your F10. It allows you to split all of your items and move around on your screen to have your custom view. Next, you'll have Tab. Tab brings in and out your cursor view and your mouse button. being able to look around, and then be able to click on such different items. To sit down, if you're going to click on these, of course I could use my 8 button to stand back up. Now, the sitting standing function in this will raise and lower my stamina. Down here, my soft stamina is 111 out of a hard stamina of 116. To raise my soft stamina, I sit down and rest. It will slowly eat away my hunger bar to raise my stamina. Stamina is drained through all actions used in the game. Shoveling, uprooting, crafting, everything. Running. You get the picture. So, now what? If you look at the tile ground system, you look down and you right click. You're giving a list of options. To start out, you'll have prospecting, forestry, nature's lore, and terraforming. I've unlocked a few as I've played just a little bit. The first thing you're going to want to notice is you have your default action. You can change your default by right-clicking any one of these inside of your menu. I first want to start off by gathering plant fibers. And you're like, well, how do I know? Well, I've already played a little bit. I'm saving you my agony. Now, here I'm going to show you another system. Depending on how you're standing on these grids determines what's going to happen. And it is, I wouldn't say buggy, but this is the way it is with Life is Feudal. We'll get into these numbers a little bit later. This is more involved with terraforming, but I wanted to show you how the grid system is actually laid out. So now you can see I can click on any one of these squares from where I am. Now, I cannot click on that one over there. I can click on this one and click on this one, but I can't click on a diagonal. That's just the way this game works. So, I actually want to gather plant fibers. Now, I could go in to Nature's Lore and left-click it every single time, but that would take too long. We already have to wait long enough for the action bar itself to perform the action. And then, we're not always guaranteed to gather a plant fiber. The same thing is true for gathering flintstone, which will be our next ingredient. You don't necessarily have to move from the said tile. You just have to keep going until you collect something. Now, you'll notice I'm not going back into that click contextual menu. I am using my E or my left click. Those are equivalent. Now, left click right now, since I'm in mouse mode, does nothing. If I press tab and left click with the cursor, it will perform the default action that I have set. Again, Q and E are equivalent to left click, right click. You'll discover them as you play. So, there's the right click Q. There's the left click, or E, default command to gather plant fiber. Now, you'll notice, out of 4 attempts, this will be my 5th, I've gathered 2 plant fibers. These are the 2 I've already gathered. I have some prepped up in the prior. So flintstone is our next object that we're looking for. To find flintstone, you're going to need a rocky area, such as right over there. Actually, there's some close ones over here, I'm sure. Different squares, different tiles of resources, whether it be grass, sand, rock, will offer different options. Now, my default when I first came to this rocky patch area was a prospecting. That's generally the only thing you can do on this, because not much there. So we will go to prospecting, and we need search for a useful flintstone. Set it to our default, and go. Again, not guaranteed to get a flintstone when gathering flint or plant fibers. Just the name of the game. Now, you'll notice on the flintstone it has a quality of 25.